Welcome to the New York City Housing Authority eBill Express site where you can make payments easily and access the information most important to you. If it's your first time on the site, you can choose to make a one-time payment without enrolling, or you may wish to enroll. Enrolling allows you to save banking information securely, set up or change recurring payments, and see account balance and payment history. In this example, the payer, Jan Smith, will use her tenant ID and billing zip code to begin the enrollment process. Then click Validate. As she begins, Jan will be asked to provide her phone number and email address. Note that this site is enabled for both English and Spanish. If you want to read the site in Spanish, simply select the Spanish option in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Then select Continue to log in and password. Next, Jan will be prompted to set up a unique username and personal security password. She will be prompted to select an image and create a label for that image. The image chosen will appear in select email notifications so she can always be sure her emails are from a secure source. Jan will then be asked to select and answer 5 personal security questions. Each of these steps adds another level of security to her confidential personal and payment information. Then select Continue to Terms of Service. On this screen, Jan will be asked to agree to the New York City Housing Authority's Terms of Service. Then she will select Continue to Payment Accounts. Next, Jan will have the opportunity to set up a default payment account. In this example, the New York City Housing Authority allows her to choose to add either a bank account for ACH payments or debit and credit cards. Once her payment information is input, she'll select Agree and Add Accounts. Finally, she'll select Finish Enrollment. At this point, Jan has reached the end of her enrollment process. She will receive an activation email notification at the address she provided earlier in the process. Once Jan receives this email from the New York City Housing Authority, she will activate her account. She will then proceed to log in. If you're using a smartphone or tablet, here is an example of what your experience would look like. The screen will adapt to whatever device you're using, and no app is needed. The menu on the top right allows you to navigate around the site like you would on a computer. Now let's log in and show you how easy it is to pay your bills on this site. Once you log in, you will land here at our Pay My Bill screen, where your main navigation options are across the top of the screen on this menu bar. On the Pay My Bill screen, you will see your most current bill. You can also view a limited history of your prior bills. If you need to add a new payment method, there are 2 easy ways to do so. First, you can select Add a New Payment Method from the Payment Summary box on the right-hand side. You will be directed to a screen with easy-to-follow instructions to enter your bank account information. The same process applies to debit and credit cards. You can also add a payment method using the Account menu on the top right. This menu also gives you access to other options like profile settings and changing your password. Now let's go back to the Pay My Bill screen. By clicking on the blue icon next to each invoice, you can view that bill. To make a payment, first select the check mark next to the invoice you'd like to pay, and you may have the option to change the amount you want to pay. Then choose the payment method from the drop-down menu and select the date on which you wish to pay. Then select Continue to Payment. You will be asked to agree to terms and conditions and verify that you want to make a payment. From this screen, you can also change the amount you wish to pay. Then select Make Payment. You will be taken to a confirmation which you can print for your records. From here, you can choose to log out, return to the home page, or set up a recurring payment. To set up a recurring payment, select Recurring Payment. Then select Create New Recurring Payment. In this example, Jan needs to select her recurring payment preferences for payment frequency, amount, duration, and her payment method. She'll be asked to review and agree to the terms and conditions. Then click Agree and Submit. The payment process has now been completed. Thank you for making your payment to the New York City Housing Authority online.